Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And off we go on Thursday night. Calvin Austin on the return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready? Go!
Give now to the running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Palmer coming in motion left. Here's 2nd and 14. Trying for the deep ball. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Forced out to his right. He's looking deep once again. Big gain downfield. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And oh, he got it! Interception! Jesse Bates in to pick it off.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Penix to the air to start us off. That's caught by Chris Olave. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Let's go!
They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Jukes at him. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They get 40 on the big hitter. And the Falcons will have a 1st. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. The ball's out. He lost it. Recovered by the defense. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Chased out to his right. He's running with it. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
On the left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Broke through the tackle, and he's able to work this down to the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it inside the 10. And in for the Houston touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Penix working from the gun. Got a man, it's Drake London. Good little rip there, looks like about 6. Amani Hooker with the tackle.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 4. Going for London, but it's intercepted. Devin Lloyd making the play. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
That one splits the uprights. And the Oilers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He's contained at the line for no gain. Chris Braswell there for the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Play action. Here's Penix. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. Penix. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Penix now to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense. He had another chance to take a shot on him.
On second down, Robinson. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Motioning one of the tight ends. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Trying for it with Penix. Throw caught by his running back. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
London going in motion left. Pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. It's not loose. Scooped up by the defense.
I'll tell you what, you throw in such a compacted area down here tight in the red zone, these receivers, tight ends, don't always have a chance to get a great grip on the ball before that defender arrives. And that defender arrived with some bad intentions. He closed quick and made a play of the game, knocking it free and forcing the turnover.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Getting out to his left. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Connection made with his back deep downfield. It's a pickup of 26. And it sets up a Houston first. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. They are throwing it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Drake London with the touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far. Oh, still going. And oh, no justice for him. Come on. All that work on the return. He's out of bounds at the 1. The return couldn't quite finish it off, Brock, but the offense sure can as they begin here, 1st and goal. He tries to sneak it, and he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. He'll try to do it himself. And he's going to be touchdown right at the line, so no gain on the play.
That's what I call a good old-fashioned willpower play. Who's got more will and who's got more power to move the man in front of them? Defense won that one.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston! The Oilers take a 13-point lead. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Oilers double their lead to 14. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back gets the handoff. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
This will bring us to the 2-minute warning. It's the Falcons, lined up with a 2nd and 8. From the 32. Got a man, Robinson has it. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Penix on 1st down. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. Racing down the left side. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. He lost the football. And they dodge a turnover there on the return.
Awareness. So critical in so many phases of the game. And in this phase, in the special teams phase, it's not just hitting blocks and clearing the lane, but in this case, recognizing the fumble and most importantly, keeping that possession.
On the move, headed right. Now he takes it, and he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Arnold Ebiketie makes it there for the stop. Here's 2nd and 7. Connection made with his running back down the middle. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Throwing all the way to the end zone here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it sets up second down. Dropping back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And the Falcons get a 5th defensive back out there. Third down coming. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. A lot of grass ahead. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons tie this game at 21. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
Let's go.
He's back to throw. This ball's cut by Pickens. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. One last play before the break. Throwing it just before halftime. Throwing for the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
All right, here we go. Second down. Penix here from the gun. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
That's intercepted near the sideline. And the Oilers take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie, heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially where one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
2nd and 10 now. He's on the move. Completes this one to Otten. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it sets up a Houston first. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He gets a lot behind. He's got it inside the 10. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Oilers grab the lead on their first series of the half. Carlson good on the extra point. And the Oilers break that tie and now lead by 7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Olave with the catch. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. On 1st down, here's Penix. Complete out to the right. This is ahead for about 5. Monty Hooker with the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 21. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Oilers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Go.
Trying the right side. Oh, stiff arm. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Falcons.
Here we go, here we go.
They're throwing it. That throw finds Pickens. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. And they get it back. A huge play continues. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go, sack.
They'll try. Massive hit. The ball is out. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. He's going to throw this one. Rolling left, buying some time. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Oilers parlay the interception into points. Carlson's extra point is good. And the Oilers double their lead to 14. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Back-to-back carries here. Works the sideline to the 30. Through midfield. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here comes Austin. Oh, he shows a burst on this return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. They're set up at the 35 now. They'll come out throwing. Forced out to his right. Looking right, throwing deep. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
The best offenses in the league, and I don't really care what level it is.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Pass play coming here. They did it! He made the interception. Now he loses the ball. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right. Oh, he lost the football. And this skips out at the 2-yard line, dangerously close to a touchback, but they'll be set up near the goal line instead. Again for the first time to Rashad White. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They get 2 on the play, and now they've got first and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal.
Here we go, shot.
Give now to the... Oh, no, he lost control of another one. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Ooh, that play going nowhere, so he slides down and takes the loss. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone.
And he can escape no longer. They roam over and bring him down. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
For how well they were moving the ball on this possession, surprising. Surprising to see them get caught up now. And even more surprising, Kate, to see them knocked so far backwards with a sack. At this point, well, you got to get back on schedule. Maybe even a manageable 4th down if you don't.
They did it! He made the interception! And the Falcons have some new life in the 4th.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today. And I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
They'll run here on first down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Here's 2nd and 11. Finds him over the middle. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can get to win-win.
That's caught for the 1st. And that one's going to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They put a receiver in motion right. Penix now on first down. He lets one fly deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, short of the 15. A big 34-yard pickup there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Handoff for Robinson, running right. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Right up the gut. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Let's go. 18 back.
He'll throw it. This one's caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Pick up a 5 on that play, and that gives them 1st and goal. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Falcons losing by 7. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff. Is in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Escapes the pocket. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And they jump on top of it. Oh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. Setting up to pass. He put everything he had into this one. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here we go.
Here he is to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Has him on the quick hitter. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
He throws a bullet to the center of the... They connect on the deep shot. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. Carlson now to add one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Oilers break that tie and now lead by 7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, Scans the field for a lane. Then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. And he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Oilers, as we'll see you next time from Houston.